how to start traveling is... This video is going to be a bit of an video. Also tell a little about my story. How did this traveling thing? It's going to be a little bit of talking, and it's going to be an exchange too. Of course we can't talk there, if not live, but I wanted you to put your perception in the comments, your experiences and all. For us, exchange a little about it. So on the subject of the video, how to start traveling, I'll tell you a little bit how mine started. My travel story, right? One of these days, I posted something on TikTok. It's on the neighboring network. Talking a little about it, right? How to start traveling. And it was kind of a half spur, half no, and I think it stocked up a bit there of reaction, because I think it's a lot of planning too, of you depriving yourself of other things. Of course, here I know we live in Brazil, that many people live there with the minimum, if not the least. So I'm talking, this video is for that citizen of society who has some money available, but not much, right? Middle-class people, there don't have that much available. Has some money available, but he's still not able to travel. Began 2025. I want new plans. I see the pictures there at Instagram. I really want to travel, and this is not for me or feel like it and don't know where to start. It's for this person. It is clear that that person who is living with minimum basic calm, we are aware that this person, it really isn't yet. At this time, we didn't ask us to talk. Be hypocritical and talk. Oh, this is for everyone. It's you who can't. These lines has no way, because they are manifestations of society. Do Brasil. I'm talking to this person who wants to start traveling, who wants to start going to new places, and don't know where to start, or even travels, but it pays too much. So that's what I think. It's a lot of planning, research focus, study. And people don't really like to hear about it, right? Usually my friends ask me, oh, how do you travel? And sometimes you have to study, you have to look, you have to follow pages. You have to enjoy all that the internet provides you with. Then I ask her 2 questions for the person. You earn miles? Your card has the possibility of a VIP room. Have 2 questions. The person does not know. Sometimes for your personality, only use debit because you think, otherwise it will go into debt. Clear. For people who have financial control too, right? But the person does not know about the benefits of the card, what is offered, never talk to the manager, has a warning, a median salary, but doesn't go to a bank that offers better deals, doesn't sign a club when it's favorable right then, complicates, does not earn miles, only buy on debit. And sometimes people are just missing the opportunity. This video is for this focus, right? These people who want to optimize what they spend, returning this one to the trip, and then a little about my story, my travels, right? I come from a family that I had no way to travel when I was little. I'm not that person who's traveled since I was little. My travels were a cold car. These things like this. It's for parent bedroom and all. But I've always wanted to travel from IR to this different place to see and film this. This comes from a long time. And there, my first plane trip was more or less 19 years. There I entered an internship. For those who don't know, I am an electrical telecommunications engineer acting in the area. I have a job and I started more here as a hobby. And this hobby got a little more for helping people by talking a lot about travel. It is. And then I was an intern. And then they gave me the opportunity to go to São Paulo. So it was the first plane ride that I made. And so it was very funny because I didn't know how to do things. Do not put your hand. What time I go I started like this. And today I talk a lot to my niece, right? Try to teach her until I get her to know. It's other places, right? Others is other perceptions. Fly because I felt a lot. I'm here. I don't know how to do things right. So this was my first trip. And soon after I was still an intern. So I won there for 900 reais. As an intern, of course a lot of the money was for me because I still lived with my parents. Only I didn't have a lot of money available to travel, and there what I did, I started studying miles, and I paid for everything in miles. It was a much better time. For miles of what I used to buy today, the things you earn are 10,000 miles around, and started to travel a little, and studying and increasing and taking promotions, and trying to take trips, Rio round trip, save money and all. And then my level of travel evolved until the part arrived that I was already traveling a lot. Then it was a cloud. And what I always tell people, you need to study planning. This is part of traveling. Otherwise, you will always pay dearly. Follow reliable pages. To be able to have promotions, I always talk about 2 pages here that I follow, that I trust, that I love, which is the best destinations. Download the app on mobile because it's wonderful. Has promotions. In addition, trip on the trip that gives great tips. So like this, follow trusted websites. Study as planned. Be inside the travel world. It's the first thing I recommend to you. And then now going to a more practical part, right? Is that you have to define a goal, right? Because you want to travel, it's to relax. It's to know culture. Is to explore nature. It helps a lot to choose what kind of place you will. It's something else. Start with one small trip, right? If you've never traveled, choose one nearby destination, continues. For you to feel safer, can be up to one neighboring city. One national destination for you to start entering this world. Set a maximum budget. It defines how much you want to spend. Plan your costs. Make that little board. I love using Excel. Hosting, tours, divide there how much you can download. Spending is search the destination, see what the suggestions are, the weather, best time to go so you don't get there, and spend the money for nothing. Plan accommodation, choice between good hotels and inns. Airbnb, read other people's reviews of other guests, even has it here in the description, is a link, 15% discount for you to book with Booking. And I'm out there studying to be an affiliate of the test. Point with. Also buy tickets in advance. Couldn't buy on time. Even if it's simple. For you to optimize your trip, always putting the points closest to the others. Yeah, I use my maps a lot, which helps to see you. To you see neither the what's right. I made a video here saying about the items that you must stop taking charger. All this can impact your trip. Take care of all documentation, because this is super important. It can affect your trip also in a negative way. If you forget something, if anything is missing when boarding, and especially be flexible. Travel is something that doesn't go as planned. So you need to understand that date. Video you want is not available. Sometimes things will happen on the trips. That won't be inside the script. And you'll have to turn around. Traveling is surprises. There are several things that will happen beyond expectations. Do nothing. Even though you understood, and this is wonderful, know with happening things, it's out of the unexpected. Telling one more little there about me, there was a time when I was single and traveled to various places. I went to the face. I met different people, and people who have different angles that you are not even waiting, had not placed. So the phase I explored the most is this of, my psychologist always said, right? You have everything in control and everything in between. Let it relax there. And so it was wonderful. It has been wonderful despite having demonstrated, let relax too. So be flexible. There is no, I see people talking like that. Oh, I want to travel to such a place until such date. Be more flexible. Wants to travel to such a place, sees with the best time and on the contrary, right? See with the best time, marks the fate, adds the best time of year. Then I hope you liked this video. Hope you put it here in the comments. What do you think about it? And until the next video,